I started training with indicators only. Now, that was a disaster for me. You know what's the difference? It's the proper execution of the plan, it's the emotion control, it's the money management, it's the discipline which are standing between you and a professional trader.
Hi guys, welcome to another TFT interview. You asked for only payouts, so that's what we're giving you guys now. No more interviews about people getting funded. We realize those happen very often. It's the ones that get the payouts are really interested, and that's the ones that we want to get to know. So we're going to get started, but before we do, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to notifications, and if you haven't subscribed at all, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and drop a comment. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Hey there, welcome to TFT interview. Before we get started, let's give us a quick little overview of your name, where you're from, and then how you got into trading.
All right. Hi, everyone. Hello. And thank you, Tori, for inviting me. Just a short overview about myself and where the idea began of trading. So my name is Umar. Currently, I am residing in Pakistan, and my educational background is into business management. My corporate background is pretty diversified, as earlier I had served in multiple industries, such as in petroleum, engineering, healthcare, and served on various management positions while I was in Middle East for over 11 years. I'm also currently managing a business consultancy firm, due to which I had to travel to Middle East back and forth. And now, of course, a professional trader. So how do did I get into trading? It's during my early days in my employment, I always used to research about companies and investment and equities, which got me into mutual funds. Okay, so and from mutual funds, my interest got developed. And that time I used to think, from where do the banks usually make money? And, how do we get the profits or losses, whatever it is? So I started research rigorously and got my hands onto fundamentals and company insights, who is buying which share, who is buying what. There are treasury bills, bonds, everything. So I went through thoroughly, what is happening in the world. And from there, I found out that the actual game is into equities and stock market. So as the fund managers, usually, they invest somewhere. I wanted to know, why don't I directly invest into stock or equities or bonds So I started training myself onto technicals. During that period, it was, I think, in 2018 or 17, probably, I started, reviewing some videos on YouTube. We have multiple courses on YouTube as well. I started reading little bit books, and then viewing some videos. Got into, call into some of the financial background friends, and know about that. So I did a couple of trainings, by the way, and a lot of people ask me today also that in order to be a trader, do you have to have a financial background? I always tell them a big no. You don't need it. You need technical expertise, yes, yeah. You just need an overview. But you don't need to be a chartered accountant for that. Which some people, they stop because of this. They think that you need to be a financial expert for that. No, you don't need to. So anyhow, the journey started with a lot of training and research, and then I started training with indicators only. Now, that was a disaster for me. Okay. That was a big disaster, and I blew up accounts. Tori, believe me, a lot of accounts. Everyone knows support resistance. Everyone knows there is bulls, there is bears, and everyone knows candles. But I used to blew accounts into normal, forex brokers. So every time I fail, I used to write my mistakes in my diary. And the funny part is, I used to make the same mistakes again.
It happens. What are you gonna do?
I accepted it was an overconfidence. So yes, it was a rough patch, which I got through the hardest way. Then it happened during COVID. Yeah, I remember in 2020 that I became to an acquaintance with the best financial analyst and technical expert currently living in Pakistan, Muhammad Faraz. Eventually, he then became my mentor, who I genuinely give credit to. He has given me enormous support to polish and further enhance the skill set required to be a professional trader. So I believe, yes, in every trader's life, you should have the elements such as blowing up accounts, okay? by following your own strategies. Okay, this is the must part in every trader's
Yeah.
life. Tons of videos and books, and most importantly, a good mentor is required. So yeah, that's a short overview and the journey and the hard patch which I went through.
I love that. Okay. And I'm always excited to speak with people that have mentors because that is the same situation here. I think that, like you said, going through the trial and error and the grind and the loss and the pain, like that's required. That's almost like initiation. You have to do it. Getting the mentor though it's so life-changing because it's someone that already put the years in, they're like, okay, I've done it. You don't have to do, as many years of trial and error and research and different strategies. I can help you kind of get from point A to point B much quicker. I love talking to people that have mentors because it's just such a game changer. So that's very cool. I love that for you.
Great.
So next question would be, how did you find TFT specifically?
So it was in, I think, 2021, probably. Yes, I remember. It was my mentor. I remember. Yes, same mentor who introduced me to the multiple prop firms, FTMO, My Forex Fund, Funded Trader. Yeah, that was the start of it, and then I failed multiple challenges. Okay, initially, even though after so much trading experience in the past years, but one good thing happened that these prop firms have further polished the skill set I had as a trader. Okay, in terms of risk management, especially because of drawdowns. Yeah. Because if you have your own money in your fund, you don't see risk management that way. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Prop firms did this good part. Okay. Apart from other benefits, this is one of the best part. What I liked about prop firm is that they have taught you the technical risk management, money management, you call it, whatever you call it, and they have because of prop firms, you are now a risk manager. To be honest. Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, I believe there is a lot of potential unexplored in the world of trading, and prop firm is definitely a game changer. And I think it's a star of the era of proprietary firms. I had experience with certain prop firms who are in the top list. I won't mention the names now. They are very well known themselves. Okay. Whenever there is big payouts, they would find reasons not to pay you. Simply, they would send illogical and lame reasons. And just to trap you for not paying you, okay? But with Funded Trader, it's not like that, okay? I had till date, I had a wonderful experience, even though I had to lost few challenges in the past. And one funded account. In both scenarios, they were very professional enough to do what they committed. Example: every prop firms, they have mentioned that after you get funded, you should pick your own trading style or strategy, okay, on funded account, the way you want it, right? So, but some would not honor this statement. They would not honor it, and they simply find stupid reasons to either not give you a funded account or not pay you each profit, and they're just going to terminate you. So that's something which needs to be improved, and prop firm needs to understand that the traders put trust in prop firms, and they got into it, so they need to be honest as well.
Yeah.
So,
oh yeah.
So yeah, that's the way I've been introduced to the prop firms.
Okay, very cool. And like you said in the beginning of this, that prop firms are a game changer. And if I had known about prop firms when I first got into trading, I think it would have cut like my journey in half, like to become a full-time trader, because growing a small account is tedious, and it's such a game changer. It's so cool.
Believe me, like $100, $200. I used to blow like this. Yeah, as if I'm playing game and the mission is failed and you started again. Yeah?
All right.
It was like that. So, but yes.
Do you have any experience with the Discord in TFT? Do you kind of engage with any of the community, or are you kind of just solo and you trade, by yourself in the Funded Trader?
Yes. Just like last month, I had joined the community of the Funded Trader, and to be very honest, I'm still learning the Discord.
Yeah.
It's something new to me. All right. Maybe it's there from years, but I was more into studying my trading tactics and other stuff, so not got time into this. But yes, I've joined it, and I think there's a lot of audience there. It's something which is good community to share your experiences. And sooner or enough, when I get time, I'll surely look more deep into it.
Awesome. Very cool. Okay, fair enough. I'm also still learning Discord. It's a new thing for me. Alrighty, next question is going to be the juiciest part of the interview. So now we want to know, what's the payout and what is your strategy like?
Okay, so I'm going to share, first of all, my payout with you.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
All right, that's my funded account, and I made around 11% on 200,000, and yes, that I kept 4,000 as a profit in my funded account, and withdrawal of 13,270, which gave
wow, that's incredible.
That's my deal account where you guys, I believe, you have refunded as well to me. It was in October, I think 28. Yes, so I've got 14,270 overall as profit plus the account.
All right. Also, I love this graphic that we came up with. This new graphic. It looks so intricate and detailed, very medieval.
Yeah, before that it was something different, but that's something good. Well, about this strategy, Tori, I start my day with checking the directions of currencies. Okay, for example, if DXY is bullish or whether pound and euros is strong or not, then I would at least 15 minutes, I spend in reading the news around the globe, which is both political noise and financial information, because sentiments do play in markets from time to time. So once I do that, I move to a weekly chart. I start with weekly, then go to 4 hour, 30 minutes, and then 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to share you the screen as well in a minute. I usually remove the red color. I don't like red colors in my screen. Okay. So I change the candle colors, and this does work for me, especially. Okay.
Absolutely. I believe that.
You need to trade where you are comfortable. Okay, because you're trading for yourself. Yeah, you're not trading for anyone else, so you should be comfortable. So I remove all the red colors, and then I make it very plain and very simple. I personally need multiple screens for that, especially when I'm scalping. So yeah, that's what it is. I'll go with supply demand. I call it support resistance, simply according to. And of course, I like trending market. Who doesn't like trending markets? Getting into highs or entering into higher lows or lower highs or higher lows respective. So scalping is also I do time to time. So in some of the accounts, personal, I do different strategy, in some in different, because every strategy, I believe, there is a win ratio of 75 to 80%. Okay, so you need to keep on exploring. I will never say that any strategy is 100%. Any professional trader will never say that. Okay,
agreed.
There is always a margin of risk, and there is always a margin of losing the trade. So it's okay. It's a part of life. It's a part of trading. So yeah, I'll share the screen with you. So that's how I started. Weekly chart. I see the trend. Where is it going? Then immediately I go with first of all, I need to make sure that it's a line chart. All right. Because this gives good idea. Firstly, okay. Yes, of course, I check the candles. That what are they saying? Candles tell you. They give you a story. Okay. So I start with the line chart. I go to daily. Okay. I draw the major points. We call it support. We call it resistance. Okay. We call it supply. Okay. Then I convert it to candles, and then I check whether the previous day lows and previous day highs. I see whether there are 3 white soldiers. These are basic terms of candles. Okay.
Yeah.
I check that. Then I return back to line chart. I go to 4 hours straight without doing anything. And again, you need to squeeze now. Now you know that the trend is bearish. Now you know that, some bounce will come up. Okay. So you're getting clear to the picture. Okay. So now you clear, now you go there, and then you make up certain supplies. Okay. According to your views, according to your studies. Yeah. Now, some people may call it SMC. Some people may call it something. It's okay. I mean, you're comfortable with your strategy. You have to follow it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I go with that. Then I immediately, again, convert the candles. I check what is happening. For example, this was a trade I've taken it. I remember it was in November 4th. Yes, this was it. So it clearly gave me that the resist. It came through resistance. It came up, and then it went down to 1, 2. Those 2 times it retested it, and the 3rd time I knew it that there are chances. Yeah, there is a probability. It's a game of probability. So I picked up a trade. I put up a stop loss or ratio. Usually I keep 1:1 ratio.
Okay.
Sometimes, I like to ride it. So here I picked the trade. It went up. By the way, after 4 hours, I go into 15 minutes. Yes, where I usually, trade. So,
Okay.
yeah, that will show you the clear picture. Because in 4 hours you cannot enter. It's not a swing trading. I'm a day trader.
Correct.
Okay. This will give you the clear sign of rejections. It started giving rejections here, and this is the manipulation somehow. Okay, that's why I keep a stop loss below that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I picked it, and it was profit. Okay. Then the next day, up on I think 6th of November, there was a gap down opening. Okay, and I thought that it's not going up now, so I picked the short. It was rejecting here on the resistance at that time, and I picked up a short. But then my stop loss was hit, so it's okay. No, it's okay. The next day, on 7, it made a bullish flag, and everyone know bullish flag. It comes, bullish. I mean, the market could change. So I picked up a trade here, and I marked it here as well. And suddenly, the small support was broken, and then my stop loss was hit again, and I lost the trade. So yeah, it's okay. Eventually, it came up again. So see, sometimes when journey this happens that you do the plan, and then everything comes according to your plan, but then your stop loss is hit, and the trade comes back. That's how it is, guys. I mean, that's the trading. You have
Absolutely.
a win ratio of 8%. You have a win ratio of 20%. So yeah, currently I'm practicing and making my hands more strong into this and trading in this strategy. I do have a scalping strategy as well. I had a counter trend strategy as well, but that's something difficult. For that, I need to have only 15 minutes or 2 minutes or 5-minute chart. So, but that's usually into range market. Today is a range market. It's a very good time for scalping. So if anyone is on this date, yes, it's a scalping day. So yeah, that's how it is. That's how it rolls. You need to put up a bucket of 3 to 4 strategies. Okay, and at one certain point, you need to stick to it. Okay, until you reach 70% to 75% win ratio, then you're up to it. Then just follow it like a discipline. You need to follow it with a discipline. So yeah, that's how my that's how my strategies are.
Wow. Umar, this was incredibly insightful. Some of the things that I already spotlight from your strategy and kind of some insight that you had was the first one that caught my attention was when you were explaining you need to trade for you. This is your strategy. You trade for you. It's if you want to change the colors of your candles, change the colors of your candles. If you want to watch, line graph, then look at the line graph. Like you trade your strategy. And I think that's some things that a lot of traders struggle with. They want to bring so much noise in. They want to look at other people's strategies, other people's psychology. You got to trade for you. It's your strategy. You trade for you.
Perfect. That's correct. That's what I always advise to a lot of people who ask me that, just teach me something. And, I always tell them, just keep it simple. Yeah. Do not go. Have you ever seen any indicators on my chart? No. I would not see it. I might sometimes see RSI for divergence. I might see it, okay? But, okay, supply demand. Everyone knows you have to short from resistance. You have to buy from, support. So what's the rocket science, guys? Come on.
Yeah, no, I agree completely. Same. My strategy is very similar. I don't use any indicators. Some people find that mind blowing, but that's just, I'm so much more successful. Just doing my own manual trades, basically, like just marking up my charts, looking at support, looking at resistance, looking at the trends. I don't trade with indicators either. I don't know why it's so crazy for some people.
Yeah, see, I believe everyone does good analysis, okay, with their perspectives, and I completely respect their analysis, their trading style. What's the difference? It's the proper execution of the plan. It's the emotion control. It's the money management. It's the discipline, which are standing between you and a professional trader. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. The secret is to have it simple. Why do you have to make your life miserable? All you need to have, a basic knowledge of charts, technical, everything, and then Candlesticks, yes, you need to learn about candlesticks. You need to understand the pin bar. What is it telling? You need to understand what is inverted hammer telling. Believe me, these candles, if you do on scalping, they play it for you. They played it for you very well. If there is a bullish engulfing, surely I'm going to scalp it. Okay. And I'm going to make at least 10 to 15 pips. Okay. That's enough on a big account.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Made 100 USD a day. That's it. Simple. Close the screen. So that's how it is. Yeah.
I appreciate it. And I really appreciate the transparency. This is the first interview that I've had where someone openly just showed some losses and they're like, this is what happens. This is part of the game. I really appreciate that.
I mean, sharing is caring.
Absolutely. Yes, I agree. But I really appreciate you taking the time today. And is there anything you want to leave off with? Kind of just some advice for traders?
Yes. My advice is that remember, your mind is a powerful weapon. Okay, you should bring thoughts of profits and be calm, and most importantly, numb yourself. Okay, you should learn to be emotionless, heartless, and very cold. By the way, this works professionally and personally as well. Okay, to build a strong emotional intelligence. Okay, and that's the mandatory requirement for being a disciplined trader. Okay, set your trade plan and stick to it. Okay, if you saw a profit, do not close it early. If you set up a stop loss, let the loss begin. I mean, it's okay. Be a discipline like a military. Yeah, follow risk management. You are one of the finest risk manager, and to manage the fund, you are not in a casino. Okay. You are not here for gamblings. You have to calculate all the probabilities, all risks before the trade so that you don't panic. If you can't handle pressure by seeing your trade, turn off the screen, okay? Simply, and let the trade plan work, and that works for you, okay? Don't fear, don't greed. Take it very maturely and patience. If loss, then so be it, yeah? Don't quit taking all the losses you incurred. You have to take, if there are losses from this market, you have to earn the profit from the same market. So understand that, and treat the business forex as a business. Okay, every business have profits and losses. So, and remember, out of 100, 5% chooses this as a career. Okay, yeah. So you're into big league. Okay, it's not that easy. Okay, if it's that easy, then everyone would have do it. I always give an example of a dentist. It takes almost 6 to 8 years, to become a doctor. Yeah. So it takes time, money, house job, tons of right practice. Then how is it possible that you can be a professional trader within a year and competing in $1 trillion market with top-notch banks and financial institutions? It's not easy. So yeah, happy trading, guys, and that's what it is from my part.
Wow, this was incredible! Oh my God, I am so excited to share this with our viewers. This is going to do so well. You got some serious knowledge. I hope you guys took some notes because that was it right there. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Tori. Take care. Bye-bye.
All righty. Have a good one. I hope we get to do this again.